This is not a story. It is a memory that refuses to die. Above Coruscant, the sky burned like a scarlet wound. Something unimaginable was falling, carried across the void, defying all expectation. Even the galaxy, with its fleets and sensors, would not see it coming. Beneath Coruscant's crimson twilight, the city stretches endlessly, spires piercing smog and neon haze alike. Life flows oblivious along the skyways, yet above the endless hum, a streak of fire tears through the sky. A lone, impossible object, defying speed, physics, and expectation. Shadows flicker across the city as the fiery pod descends, a silent herald of change.
The ship descends through a scarlet sky, a fire-wreathed tear in Coruscant's perpetual twilight. Not a starfighter, not a shuttle, but a crude, alien pod, its trajectory impossible, its structural integrity defying all atmospheric friction. Inside, an infant Kal-El coos softly, utterly oblivious to the inferno around him. His Kryptonian cells, nascent and fragile on his dying homeworld, now sing with a symphony of power, fueled by not one, but two suns.
The pod slices through the upper layers of the city like a blade of light. Sparks dance off the mirrored towers. Street traffic pauses briefly as a streak of heat passes unseen. Inside, the infant remains serene, a fragile light amidst chaos, as if the universe itself cradles him, shielding him from destruction. Deep below the dazzling upper city, the underlevels pulse with the hum of forgotten machinery. Rusted conduits twist among abandoned factories, and the air carries a mixture of ozone and oil. The pod ignores orbital defenses, slipping past with sheer, unthinkable velocity. When it strikes, the impact is subtle yet jarring, a dull thud reverberating across the industrial ruins, unnoticed by those above.
Coruscant Prime and its distant twin, a stellar echo that nonetheless bathes the Ecumenopolis in a subtle, unseen energy. The Star Wars galaxy, obsessed with the Force and technological warfare, has no idea what just landed on its surface. The pod slices through layer after layer of the cityscape, a streaking comet ignored by most, mistaken for a falling debris chunk by others. It bypasses orbital defenses, not by stealth, but by sheer, unprecedented velocity and structural resilience. Its impact isn't a cataclysmic explosion, but a deep, jarring thud far below the surface, in one of the forgotten industrial sectors where the air is thick with ozone and the hum of ancient machinery.
Shadows shift as the underlevels respond to the tremor. A few flickering lights tremble, and layers of debris rattle. Somewhere in this forgotten space, destiny has landed without fanfare. Among the ruins moves Alara, a mechanic whose hands are perpetually stained with synth grease. She scavenges the dead factories, unaware of the silent observer that fate has sent her way. A tremor shakes her boots. A strange glow flickers against Durasteel walls. She approaches cautiously, her lamp cutting through the gloom, expecting perhaps a malfunctioning droid, or worse.
A humble mechanic, Alara, her hands perpetually stained with synth grease, is on a late-night salvage run, scavenging parts from defunct automated factories. The tremor rattles her bones, and a faint, ethereal glow pulses from a collapsed section of a Durasteel wall. Cautiously, she approaches, her blaster pistol's lamp cutting through the gloom. What she finds isn't a crashed starship, but a strange metallic shell twisted and fused into the Durasteel, a miracle of survival. A small hatch, miraculously still functional, hisses open, revealing a soft inner lining and a baby wailing. The infant's cries are not weak, but filled with an almost impossible vitality. His skin, already smooth and impossibly flawless, seems to absorb the ambient light, giving him an ethereal glow even in the dimness. Ilara, childless and living a life of quiet desperation, feels an immediate, inexplicable pull. She carefully lifts the child, noting the strange, vibrant blue of his eyes, the dark hair. He is unlike any human, Twi'lek or Zabrak, she has ever seen.
The moment is electric. Ilara's world has been small, methodical, and safe in its own way, but the infant's wails reverberate like a pulse through the underlevels, stirring a long-forgotten instinct, an understanding she cannot name. She cradles him gently, aware of something larger unfolding beyond comprehension. The pod, impossibly strong and alien, is swallowed by the ceaseless entropy of the underlevels, buried beneath debris. Ilara names him Cal. She weaves stories to protect him, hiding his true origin from a galaxy that has long forgotten its underworld.
The pod itself, too alien and too tough to dismantle, is quickly swallowed by the city's ceaseless entropy, buried under shifting industrial waste, its secrets intact. Ilara names him Cal. She hides his true origin, weaving a tale of finding him abandoned, an orphan of the endless Coruscant underlevels. She teaches him basic galactic standard, provides for him as best she can, a single mother in a galaxy that cares little for the forgotten. But Cal is not like other children. He grows at an alarming rate, his strength becoming evident in accidental bursts. Toys crushed in his grip, Durasteel conduits bent when he stumbles. He learns to suppress it, to move carefully, to mimic normal human fragility. Yet the energy of the two suns, filtered and diffused through miles of Coruscant city, continues to saturate his cells, a silent, unseen evolution.
Time stretches differently here. Cal grows faster than a normal child, yet every act of his strength must be hidden. The twin suns above infuse him silently, feeding a power that the city will never see. Yet, Ilara teaches him patience, control, and caution, but she knows even she cannot contain what has been born into this world. Years pass, quiet but electric with anticipation. Cal stands atop a factory roof, the city sprawling below, twin suns faint in the smog above. Ilara watches behind him, protective, silent. The hum of the forgotten underlevels carries a sense of expectancy, like the world itself holds its breath. Cal is patient. The city continues its life above, unaware. The stage is set. Power waits quietly, unobserved, like a tide beneath the city's surface. One question lingers. When he finally steps into the light, will the galaxy recognize the force that has already been born?